Good morning, students. Let us start with the syllabus of Industrial Electronics and Instrumentation, Lecture 1, that deals with thyristors. What is a thyristor and why we use thyristor? Before, the semiconductor devices were fabricated. The input power delivered from source to the load was controlled by some very crude methods such as rheostats. With advancement in semiconductor devices, these devices are now used for interaction between source and load. So various semiconductor devices such as transistors, MOSFETs, SCRs, etc. are nowadays used as switches between load and source in different power ranges. So earlier the power losses across the control element would be significant fraction of the total power, since there is a power loss across every resistance. For control of power supplied from source to load, the devices operate in a switching mode. That is, in the off state, the current through the device is 0 and the power across the device is maximum. And in the on state, the current through the device becomes maximum, whereas the voltage is ideally 0. Thyristor is a very important element for power control. So, let us first define what is thyristor. A thyristor is 4-layered, 3-terminal and 3-junction device. 4-layered, 3-junction and 3-terminal device. Thyristor acts like a controlled switch in forward direction, and in the reverse mode it acts like a simple p-n junction diode. Basically, we also call this as silicon controlled rectifier, or SCR in short. A silicon controlled rectifier is a unidirectional 3-terminal 4-layered 3-junction semiconductor device which can be used as a controlled switch. Let us first see the internal construction and the symbol of SCR, or silicon controlled rectifier. The internal construction of silicon controlled rectifier is like this. As we have just now studied, it is a 4-layered device, P-N, P-N. So this is P-type semiconductor connected to N-type, then P-type, then another layer of N-type semiconductor. The upper P layer is connected with one electrode that is called anode. Since this terminal is connected to the positive type semiconductor, it is called anode or positive electrode. The lower layer is connected to another electrode or terminal which is called cathode, and it is a negative terminal. Now the inner P layer is again connected to another electrode. This is called gate junction, gate electrode. So gate is connected to the inner positive layer. Now we have these 4 layers of semiconductors PNPN. The uppermost P layer is connected to one electrode, that is anode. Since this is connected to the positive layer or positive semiconductor, it is the positive terminal of the device. Now the lowermost N layer is connected to one terminal or electrode, that is called cathode, and it is the negative terminal of the device. The inner layer is the gate terminal. So, three terminals, anode, cathode and gate, four layers, P, N, PN, and three junctions. This junction is, PN junction is, this is J1, J2, and this junction is J3. Now, this is the internal construction of the SCR. This is called SCR, or that is silicon controlled rectifier. Silicon controlled rectifier. Now, let us see the symbol of SCR. This is anode or positive terminal. This is cathode or negative terminal, and this is gate. So this is the symbol of SCR. Now the question arises, this is again a rectifier, but it is controlled rectifier. What do you mean by controlled rectifier? See, you have studied PN junction rectifier in EDC1, also in other courses of electronics, where rectifier cannot be controlled. A PN junction simple rectifier is not a controlled rectifier. Now here, in that case, we have only anode and cathode, right? And in this case, we have a gate terminal. Okay. Since this is a unilateral device, means current can flow only in one direction, from anode to cathode. And it cannot flow in the reverse direction. Therefore, it is called unilateral device or unidirectional device, because current flows only in one direction, from anode towards the cathode, from positive to negative terminal. So this is unidirectional device. Although now we have here a gate terminal which provides us the control. Now whenever we put this device in the forward bias condition, in the forward biasing condition, anode is positive, cathode is negative. Okay, anode is the positive terminal connected to the positive of the supply. Cathode is negative terminal. When it is connected to the negative of the supply, the SCR or thyristor is forward biased. Okay. During the forward bias condition, when a gate pulse arises at the gate, instantaneously the SCR is switched on. It switches on at that particular instant. Very fast switching is possible when you give a gate pulse, a positive going gate pulse on the gate, right? So the current starts flowing instantaneously through the device. In that condition, it becomes operational or it becomes on. It becomes conducting and current starts flowing through the device. But the current flows only in one directional, that is in the direction of this arrow, okay, from anode to cathode. So therefore this device is called a controlled rectifier. Rectifier means only in one direction. The current can flow only in one direction, right? And although it converts AC into DC, but in a controlled fashion, right? So we have a gate. So gate is the control which we have with us. So as soon as we require the device to switch on, we will provide a gate pulse to the gate and the SCR will instantaneously switch on. Therefore, it is called a silicon controlled rectifier, or that is a controlled rectifier. So I think this much is sufficient for today. We will continue with the next lecture on thyristors, its terminals and its VI characteristics next time. Please do attend my class. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching.